Hello, all, and welcome. And thank you for joining me for my latest YouTube video. It's Beatle Dave calling to you from Derbyshire in the UK. Now, for this video, somebody actually sent me a message just before Christmas, and they had watched one of my old videos, and they says, "Oh, can we have a bit more of a detailed look at the Greek Beatles singles that you bought?" Now, I don't know if you can remember the video, and I actually got like a massive job lot of singles. I think it's about 130, 150 odd singles. But I like did them like pretty quick, but it still like took over an hour to do like the two parts, hour each probably. But I thought for this one, yeah, it's I've got a few days off. I've had a bit more time to research the singles as well, and I've put them in a little bit of order. I mean, this isn't everything the Beatles ever released in Greece is on singles, but as far as I know, they are all the original Greek pressings from the time that they was released. There's a couple of duplications as well, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll try and do it, as detailed as I can. The only thing is, my voice is a little bit groggy today because, as you know, I haven't been that well just lately. So we'll kick off. So once again, thank you for joining me, and let's go on to the main feature today, which is some of my Greek Beatles singles. So the first one in chronological order is this one. You'll have to excuse me because for some reason it is in the RCA record sleeve, which I don't really know why. And it's A Hard Day's Night on the A side, and on the B side is And I Love Her. Why it's in an RCA record sleeve, I don't know. So the catalogue number for this is Parlophone, and it's GMSP 56. And as I say, this is A Hard Day's Night on the A side. So it's by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and it's on a plum and silver Parlophone label. And on the B side, we have And I Love Her, again by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And on the outside of the rim, you've got the Parlophone Co Limited, all rights of the manufacturer and of the owner of the recorded work reserved. Nice, though, aren't they? And you have actually got the Parlophone logo, which then it does actually say Made in Greece. And I'd say the condition on these is very good plus. And I Love has got a very, very slight scratch or mark there and one there, but I have played them and actually play fantastic. Value wise, it's hard to like get a value for these. Been on Discogs and I have been on eBay as well. They do come up from time to time, but to try and like put a proper value on them, it's hard because this one, I know I have seen this one, so this is probably one of the more common ones. Range anywhere from like 15 to £35 each. I suppose if you've got the money, they are worth it. Like I say, because I am a Beatles collector and a record collector, anything from a different country, for me as a UK Beatles collector, if I've got the money, I will always try and get. So that's the first one, A Hard Day's Night and I Love Her. Like I say, condition very good plus. And I'd say that copy, a rough guesstimate, and I will say it is a guesstimate, would be about £20 fit in that condition. The next one we have is I Should Have Known Better. And on the B side of this one is Tell Me Why. And again, these are from the UK A Hard Day's Night LP, aren't they? This one does have the original Greek Parlophone sleeve. Just to prove it does say Made in Greece down there. The sleeve isn't that, it's not bad. I've seen worse, just coming away a little bit there. So because it's got the original sleeve, it'd probably be worth a little bit more. So I Should Have Known Better, Jay Lennon and Paul McCartney. Jay Lennon and P. McCartney, should I say? That's what it says on here. It doesn't say Lennon McCartney or John Lennon and Paul McCartney. It just says Jay Lennon and P. McCartney. Actually, it doesn't. It says Jay Lennon and McCartney on that one. That's a bit strange, isn't it? The catalogue number for this one is GMSP57. Like I say, the A side is I Should Have Known Better. I should have known better with a girl like you. And on the B side, again, it says Jay Lennon and McCartney. Strange, isn't it? It should be Jay Lennon and P. McCartney or Lennon and McCartney. I don't say that. Yeah, because on that one, it just say Jay Lennon and P. McCartney. Condition on this one isn't as good as that one, to be honest. A side is okay. That's not in too bad a condition. I think it's just general wear and tear. I do know that it plays okay. This one has got a few scuffs on it. So although it's got the original sleeve, I would say the condition on that one is only good to very good. It would be very good at a push, to be honest. Like I say, the sleeve will probably make a little bit of difference on it. Again, it's on the silver and plum parlophone label. And like I say, it is in the original sleeve. So a guesstimate for that one, I would say, would be around, if I was going to sell them, which I'm not, which would be around, I would say, the £15 mark. Maybe a little bit more on a good day. The next one we have, I've got a few copies of this for some reason, is 8 Days a Week. Again, this is in an RCA record sleeve. This is how I got them. And these are the ones that I got from Pop Culture for Sale, if you remember rightly. So if you can find them on eBay, they have got a nice selling site, but most of it is, to be honest, most of it is magazines, because that is what they're famous for. They've got the biggest collection of magazines in the world. They are even in the Guinness Book of Records. And the bloke that I bought these off was the nephew of the bloke whose records these originally were, who owned a record store in London called Hawkett Records, I think it's called. And the chap was actually, bloke who owned these and owned the record store was Brian Epstein's cousin. So yeah, we've got 8 Days a Week. This just says Lennon and McCartney, which it should do really. It should say Lennon and McCartney, shouldn't it? Catalogue number for this is GMSP82. Condition on that one is absolutely lovely. A little bit of marking just there, and there's a very, very faint name or scribble there. Again, it's got the parlophone made in Greece, logo. And on the B side of this, we have I Don't Want to Spoil the Party. They're both of these tracks are probably, well, they are from the British Beatles for Sale album, aren't they? The only criticism I would have for this, if I was going to criticise it, is the B-side's probably a little bit poor. It's not one of the best songs that the Beatles ever did, although, it is a nice coupling, but maybe there should have been, I don't know, I'm a Loser on the B-side of that, or Rock and Roll Music or something like that. Again, the condition on that is actually really, really nice. I would say that's a very, very strong, very good plus, maybe even excellent minus. So, although it hasn't got the original sleeve, I would say that's probably worth £20 to £25 in that condition. Not that I'm going to sell them. Like I've said before, I bought these. I got all of these for really, really good price. And everything I've got in here, and these singles, most of them I didn't even know existed. And that's coming from someone like me who's been collecting Beatles records for well over 40 years now. This is the same one as we've just looked at. I think this is a Greek sleeve, but I'm not 100% sure. Could be British. It could even be New Zealand. It says got HMV, although it says parlophone on there, on the back it says HMV, and then it says His Master's Voice, NZ Limited, so that would be New Zealand, wouldn't it? Although it is a Greek pressing. Again, so it's 8 days a week, and I don't want to spoil the party. I don't want to spoil the party, so I'll go. I would hate my disappointment to show. I wonder what went wrong, I've waited far too long. Don't say while again, please let me know. It's not that bad a song, really, is it? Yeah, you know, but that's just my interpretation of it. Again, this isn't in that bad of a condition, to be honest. A little bit of scuffing on that side, nothing really that bad. Labels are nice on it. Labels are really, really nice and clean. There's a sticker thing there that I don't know if that'd come off. It's usually if I can't go like that, I won't try and get off in case it rips the label. Again, that's in really nice condition. I'd say that's a very good plus. Sleeve, I'm not sure if it's the original. I don't think it is the original one, to be honest. And to be fair, it's not that brilliant anyway. So I'd say that's probably worth about the £15 mark. But that is only an estimate, a guesstimate. Now we've got another 8 days a week, and I think this is a bit in the British Parlophone sleeve, and this sleeve isn't that good anyway, to be honest. But like I say, that is the sleeve it came in. Again, this is probably the worst one out the lot so far, although it's not that bad. It is still say it's very good. It has got some very, very slight marks on it. Again, the labels are lovely and clean, although somebody has put an initial there. I think it says AP. And on the B side again, the B side is probably in better condition than the A side, to be honest. So I'd say roughly that's going to be worth, if I wanted to resell it, with, like I say, which I'm not, be worth about a tenner. Maybe a little bit more on a good day. So that's 3 copies of that I've got. So technically, I suppose I could sell one of them. Now we've got Yesterday, and that is backed with Dizzy Miss Lizzie. That is a nice pair, isn't it? Again, original Parlophone sleeve from Greece. I think it is. Now saying that now, I don't know, because that actually says the Parlophone Co. Hayes, Middlesex, England on there. Non-breakable. Yes. If it's not, it's very, very similar, to be honest. So this is actually really, really nice condition. Just excuse me 1 minute, because there's an advert thing come up on there, and I don't know why. Again, Yesterday, Lennon McCartney. Catalogue number for this is GMSP 95. Again, this is virtually mint condition. Looks like that actually does look like it has never been played. Really does look like it's never been played. Dizzy Miss Lizzie again. Looks like it's never been played. You make me dizzy, Miss Lizzie. Now, in some countries, I know this was released as a single like this, but Dizzy Miss, I think in America, Dizzy Miss Lizzie was the A-side one. I think, could be wrong. 83. Yeah, because Yesterday is the A-side on this. Again, really, really, really nice condition. I've never seen it. I'm not, saying it's a second-hand record. Well, I say second-hand record. It might not be, because this was all stock from the shop. So this could have been, but he could have got this brand new, couldn't he, when he was working in his record shop, and it's just never been sold. It is actually really, really nice. You can see how nice condition that one is. And I have seen this on eBay, and it is actually worth quite a lot of money. The one I saw the other day, in fact, I don't even think it's still on, because I looked earlier on. Bearing in mind, it got the same sleeve as this, but it might have been the original Greek one. Very, very similar style sleeve, shall we say. Because there's not a hell of a lot of difference in them, is there? To be honest. It's just this one says Haynes Middlesex on it. So yeah, I'd say this is a British sleeve to be it. But that's going by the by. The one I saw the Yesterday and Dizzy Miss Lizzie one, which was the same, same pressing as this. I don't think it was in quite as nice condition. And the majority of the Greek ones, for some reason, didn't have a solid centre. Don't ask me why. Don't know. Yeah, the one I saw on eBay was 125 quid. And that was the starting bid. It was on an auction, and I think it went for quite a bit more than that. Nice thing to have, though, isn't it? Like, this is what I say, you know, for a British Beatles fanatic and record collector, to me, these are technically priceless, because I don't know if I would ever be able to get these again. Certainly not for the price that I paid for them. Excuse me 1 minute. Right, next one I've got. Yeah, that was what? Yeah, that was GM SP95. And the next one is GM SP96. And this is actually a nice pairing of songs. Not necessarily the best songs the Beatles ever made, but I think it does actually make a nice pairing every single. You've got The Night Before. We said our goodbyes the night before. And the strange thing about this is it's credited to Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison. Now, as far as I know, George didn't have anything to do with the writing of this, did he? And on the B side, you've got To Hide Your Love Away, and again, it's credited to Lennon, McCartney, and then Harrison. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Love that song. Again, the condition of this is really, really nice. I'd say it's a very, very strong, very good plus. The A side is probably excellent minus, to be honest. The Night Before. Again, nice clean labels. And I've seen this one on eBay, not recently. I did see it, not well when I was actually looking at these. Like I say, I got these for good price. I didn't buy them, I bought them as so many job lots. So what I actually paid for them, I basically got a bargain. That's all I'll say on it. In the original Greek sleeve as well, I would say that's worth between 30 and 50 quid in that condition. Probably a little bit more, to be honest. You know, really, really nice. The next one, now this is where it gets weird, because you're still on the plum and silver or silver and plum parlophone label, but by this time the Beatles had got the Apple label, so there is quite a bit of a jump. So the catalogue number on these are GMSP 139, and this is again excellent condition, and it's a solid center again, so you know that's something that the others didn't have, was a solid center. Like I say, these were mainly issued around the world on Apple. Now, I know Apple wasn't registered in some countries till 1969, maybe even 1970, so I presume that's why this is still on parlophone. So this is Get Back, and it does say the Beatles with Billy Preston on it. And then you've got the classic Don't Let Me Down. Don't let me down, ding, 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 ding. Again, Lennon, McCartney on both sides. And on both sides, it does say the Beatles with Billy Preston. Lovely, lovely weight to the record. Again, you've got the Northern songs, and you've got the parlophone logo with Made in Greece. And I've seen this one on eBay as well. The one I saw wasn't in as good as condition as this. I would say that is excellent. In my opinion, I'd say that's excellent, and it plays excellent. Can't be mint, can it? Because if something's been played, in my book, it can't be mint. It can be close to mint or near mint, but it's been played. There's no spindle wear on this whatsoever. You couldn't tell that on the others, could you? But on these, spindle wear is in the olden days where you had your spindle, didn't you? Your record used to go in like that, and then it came up the other way. So if it's been played a lot, there'd be a lot of wear and tear on that. There's very, to be honest, it looks like there's no spindle wear at all on that, does it? So on eBay, and this was a few months ago, I looked at this one on eBay. Not this one, the one that was on eBay. 150 quid for that. Well, you know, if you've got the money and you're a die-hard fanatic like me, you would probably buy it, wouldn't you, for that? I would, to be honest. There are people that will buy that just because it's on a different label and because it's got the original sleeve and things like that. Bear in mind, the songs are the same as the ones from around the world, aren't they? So, but yeah, lovely, lovely condition. So the last one that I'm going to show you for now, this is GMSP 147. I'm up to 1970 now, and it is in the original sleeve, although the sleeve is not in very good condition. You know, I would say, you know, for saying it's an original sleeve, that is the thing that lets it down. So this is Let It Be, and George Martin actually gets a production credit on this. So this is the single version. In some countries, the album version was released as the single one, to Let It Be. So it's Let It Be, Lennon, McCartney, the Beatles, produced by George Martin. And on the B side, we've got You Know My Name, Look Up the Number, again credited to Lennon, McCartney, the Beatles, and produced by George Martin. Now, to say now, bad, I won't say bad, but like the sleeve isn't in very good condition, is it? This record, I would say, is a very, very strong, very good plus. Very good plus. Easy. Very good plus. Again, there's a little bit of spindle wear, but not much. And that could, you know, I'd say it's been played probably a handful of times, if that. And the most weirdest Beatles B-side ever. It's very reminiscent of the Goons into, but apparently that was going to be a Plastic Ono Band single at one time, backed by what's the new Mary Jane, wasn't it? Apparently. Acetates were pressed up. And if you get the original UK one, it will have a scratched out metrics with Apple's 1002 on it. This hasn't got that. So, yeah, lovely. Very proud to have these. And we have them as well. And like I say, you know, they are worth quite a bit of money. I've seen that one on eBay as well. Seen it a couple of times. And to be fair, that goes anywhere between 50 and 150 quid usually. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. But yeah, that's it for today. I think the person that asked me to do these, I think his name was Marky Mark or something like that. I'm ever so sorry because I should have wrote it down before I started this video. So that's going to be it for this little video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Once again, you know, Beatle Dave from Derbyshire in the UK. You know, I'm just showing you things out of my own collection. Thank you very much to everybody that has subscribed. And by the way, if you do want to subscribe, you know, please just do it. It doesn't cost you a penny. If you subscribe, press the subscribe button down there, I think it is. Then if you hit the notifications, you will get notifications of when I'm doing new videos. I do try to do 2 to 3 a week, just depending on what shifts I'm working. I'm actually off for a few days now, so I might go a bit mad. I don't know. But thanks for everybody that is subscribing. Thank you to everybody that is liking and watching my videos. You know, if you like a video, just press the thumbs up on it. You know, I haven't been doing this. I thought I'd been actually doing this for 6 months, but I haven't. I've been doing it for 5. I think this is actually the 5th month. You know, the viewing figures, you know, are going up. Some of them in like hundreds and 180s and things like that. Subscriptions are going up. Like I say, you know, thank you very much. At the end of the day, you know, the name says it all, doesn't it? Beatles Dave, Beatle Dave. It's just me showing you my Beatles records, whether that's CDs, LPs, EPs, singles that I've acquired over the years. And like I say, I've been collecting for over 40 years now. Some of them are there, some of them aren't. You know, these are there to me. And if you're watching and you live in the UK, they'll be there to you as well. If you're living in Greece, they're probably not that there, are they? You know, it's, you know, that's the thing with record collecting. You know, if you live in Greece, you probably think, well, they're only worth pennies or whatever it is in Greece. Euros, isn't it? I think there. But you know, over here they do go for a hell of a lot of money. If there's anything that you would like me to show, Beatles wise, if I've got it, I'm more than happy to share my knowledge. And if I do know a little bit of stories, I would like these. You know, these I will never sell these for a couple of reasons. One, I got them at a really, really good price. Two, I didn't even know some of these singles existed. And you know, anything that's different on a different label or different pairings and things like that, you know, is always, as a collector, in me, that's something I always want to know. And then the other thing is the connector's got a little bit of a connection to the Beatles, hasn't it? Because the bloke that originally owned these was Brian Epstein's cousin. Brian Epstein, the original manager, or the manager of the Beatles, wasn't he? Up until his death in 1967. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been informative. You know, I don't take myself too seriously. I say this all the time. Sometimes I will make mistakes. But it's like I've said, you know, I don't bother editing it because when I look down there, I just think I'm talking to somebody. So if I was talking to you like on the street, or you came out of my house, or was having a drink in a pub and was on about records, I might make a mistake. But then once say, "Oh, hang on a minute, I've just got to retell you that." You know, like I say, I don't take myself too seriously. Whatever you're doing, please stay safe. It is New Year's Eve tomorrow, and I don't really know what we're doing, to be honest, because like I say, my missus isn't that well at the minute, and I've got a little bit of a cough coming back. It's not the dreaded COVID before you start worrying. It's nothing to do with that. I think it's just a cold. Because in Derbyshire, it's been like really horrible past few days. It's like been either chucking it down with rain, or it's been like sleety rain, or it's been like really, really cold. So whatever you're doing, stay safe. Like I say, thank you for everybody that has supported me in the last 5 months, either subscribing, liking my videos, putting comments. You know, if you want to put a comment, please feel free, but you know, just put it nice. Like, I think his name was Marky Mark, but you know, he says, you know, just watch one of your videos where you've gone through all these singles, worldwide Beatles singles you got, but can you go into a bit more detail about the Greek ones? Which I have. So, you know, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing it. And I've had a bit more time now, because originally when I was doing it, I was like looking and thinking, oh man, you know, I was looking at them sort of like blind. So that's going to be it for this video. Once again, thank you very much for everybody that is watching my videos. Shout out to a couple of people who have like subscribed. So Marky Mark, I don't know if you subscribed or if you just like wrote a comment, because when I do the live ones, you can actually do it there and then, can't you? Susie Sue, Claire, Jasper, Harry, and Ashley. They're just a few of the people that have subscribed just lately. If I've missed your name out and you have subscribed, I'm very, very sorry. Like I say, just, you know, whatever you're doing, please stay safe. I think there's some record fairs on New Year's Day. I'm sure I've read it somewhere or seen it on here. I think there might be one in Chesterfield, and I know I missed the one that was on in Nottingham. Was it the 28th? Because I was actually working. So whatever you're doing, please stay safe. And until the next video, which could be in a couple of minutes, or could be in a couple of days, you know me, because then I think, oh, well, I've done that, I'll do one on this one. So whatever you're doing, stay safe, look after one another. And if you're going out tomorrow, you know, just be sensible, you know, enjoy yourself and things, but, you know, just think about that dreaded thing that's all around us at the minute. Hopefully we're not going to go into lockdown, but not looking that good at the minute, is it? So whatever you're doing, stay safe, peace and love, and thank you once again for supporting me.